Efforts to get rid of those dangerous and abandoned buildings in the metro is something we've talked a lot about.
Yeah, today brought an exciting milestone in Kansas City's battle against blight. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed explains.
This is what Laurie Schwab purchased in July of 2016. Now, nearly 2 years later, this 29th Terrace house is a success story of the city's 2-year initiative.
We drove by to see it, and he said, "Are you crazy? You're nuts."
The reaction Laurie Schwab's husband had when he saw this property is understandable. She bought the house for $1 from the city, and $21,000 extra later, it's unrecognizable.
It's a house on the rolls as opposed to being a house rolled out. So it works perfectly. The system here has worked very well.
Schwab's house was the site of a press conference Thursday where city leaders touted the success of a 2-year initiative to take care of 800 dangerous buildings. They did that and more, with a total of 895 either fixed up or slated for demolition.
Kansas City is a city that never quits, and we haven't quit on this.
The $10 million initiative was announced in February of 2016 at a house here at 23rd and Chestnut. Now, as you can see, true to promise, the house has been demolished.
I'm owning it, so now I have to beautify it.
Edward Smith bought the lot from the land bank and plans to put in 2 small units for college students. Although all these homes were taken care of, that doesn't mean the issue is resolved. John Bacala of Neighborhoods and Housing Services says they still have between 250 and 300 properties to address.
It's never going to go away, unfortunately, but one thing we have noticed is, and a real residual value of this, is how well neighbors have responded to seeing one of these homes come down.
Some of the $10 million is left over to further progress, but the budget that was just adopted doesn't include another big initiative like this one. Schwab expects the inside of this house will be ready by this summer. It'll become a transitional home for the homeless.
I always kind of saw it as an ugly duckling that had a huge amount of potential.
The city presented Schwab with a check for $8,500, which is how much they would have spent bulldozing the house. She also got a return on that original investment.
And let me sweeten it by saying, here's your $1 back.
Reporting in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
Exactly $2 million of the original 10 is left over to keep working on this issue. The city was able to save a lot of money because Kissick Construction and Industrial Salvage and Wrecking knocked down some buildings free of charge.